What I'm going to talk about is a swamp rat. This was a gal lived with me a few years. Her and her mother, and her mom, we just call her baby girl, call her swamp rat. She's around a mid-20 gal, and she earned that nickname. I mean, they were living with me, and I had a problem about it, guaranteed once a month, if not twice, with swamp rat having some raunchy BO and feminine odor. Been dealing with it for over a year, probably close to a year and a half, and I was at the point where I was going to say something. It started out in the beginning where I wasn't going to say nothing. I would just tell baby girl, and she'd tell swamp rat, so I didn't hurt her feelings. And it was the best way to go about that, I thought. You know, you don't want to hear it from me. Never worked, though. Tried. Never worked. So this one night, swamp rat back in the swamp or her bedroom. Trust me, it looked and smelled just like a nasty old bug with H2S just pouring out of it, just rotten egg stench, just... Ugh. She come out one night and jumped on the couch with the old girl. Goes to give her a hug, and she says, "Oh, deodorant. Oh, P-U-E. Girl, you so stinky. Oh, phew. Girl, you can't be stinking like that. Oh, you're a naughty bad girl. You don't be smelling like that. You better get in the shower and get some scrubbing bubbles and wash yourself all up. Just get in there with them little bubbles and scrub your hiney ho." She just kind of laughed about it, and she hoofed it back down the hall. Drat. Sounded like Chewbacca, whatever she said. I wasn't really paying attention. I was just like trying not to say anything, because I had made it clear I was going to. Just so happened that it didn't hit me. Just hit baby girl. She knew I was biting at the lip, just trying not to say nothing. She said, "Oh, I'll take care of it. If there's any more problems, I'll take care of it." I said, she just went in her room. She didn't go in the bathroom. She's not washing. I'll make sure if she doesn't go back in there, but she's probably getting her clothes, this, that, and the other, okay? I went to bed. 3 days later, sitting in my recliner, same places, my recliner, baby girl on the couch. We hear the door bust open. Here comes swamp rat down the hall, hoofing it. She's probably a foot to 3 foot out in front of me still. Hasn't even reached me yet. And I mean, it's just... What the... I start to gag, and I mean, it's just about to hurl. She makes it right up beside me and stops and goes... and just stares at me. So now I'm getting the full effect of it. I mean, it's right here, and I mean, I'm just about to lose it. I mean, I got my head down, my shirt, trying to smell my cologne, and I mean, it's not working, and I can feel it. I'm about to actually puke. So I get up, and I haul ass out the front door, made it to the rail of the deck, and I start puking. Get the tears out of my eyes and stuff, because, I mean, this was like nothing I'd ever smelled before. But, I mean, that stench could knock a buzzard off a fucking gut pile. I'm trying to bring myself to where I can start bumping my gums and really let loose now. It's been almost a year and a half. You're getting told once or twice a month about this. I composed myself on the porch, and baby girl followed her down to the room. You can hear her down there just hoofing at the ground like a horse or a cow. And all you can hear is that Chewbacca talk, but it sounds like an elderly Wookiee. Baby girl come back to the porch to me. Tells me how mean I was to say that, and that was so wrong. Yelling at me. So, yeah, you crossed the line doing that, this and that. No, 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 no. Only line that anybody's crossing around here is going to be her crossing the line into that shit house where the tub is, and she gonna wash her stinking ass. Baby girl goes back there to Swamp Rat and commenced to try and pamper her. I can't hear exactly what she's saying because she's giving her baby talk. And you can just hear that hoof in. Hear her, drat, drat, turn around, drat, drat, turn around, drat, drat, going back and forth across the room. Baby girl come back out here and she's telling me, oh, she's just devastated. She's losing it, crying her eyes out. And, you know, she just, like, her life is over. You know, you were just so wrong to do that. You are heartless, you know, just being a bastard. You know, the Bakken bastard. And that nasty, stinking swamp rat is going to get her fucking ass in that tub and get them bottles in there. I said it loud enough so she could hear it, that say shampoo, body wash, etc. on them. And she's going to put some soap to that leathery ass of hers. Baby girl ran back there. I remember I was still screaming stuff, but it didn't really matter to me. I don't care how loud she cried, how bad her feelings were hurt. She'd been told over a year and a half, and then about 22, 23 years before that. This has always been a problem her whole life. Yeah. I bit my tongue as long as I would. Here, baby girl come back out around the door. Okay. She says, oh, she's just pissed now because you won't quit running your mouth, this and that. And, you know, you're just being a Bakken bastard, and you're just this, and you're that, you're this and that. And it's all fine and dandy. I don't care what they got to say. But you tell her she got about 30 seconds to get her stinking carcass in that fucking shower, or I'm getting the mop, the bleach, the Pine Sol, Fabuloso, and any other industrial strength cleaner I can get my hands on one trip. And I'm going to come down there and I'm going to put in some real fucking work on her. She will be clean when either her or I is finished. If we can't get it with that, the power washer is out there on the deck. We are going to get through this. Needless to say, baby girl ran back down the hall. I bet it wasn't 10 seconds later. You hear the hoofing in there, and then the brut, brut, brut. Door opens, a couple hoofs, and then dat, 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 dat. Turns right into the bathroom. All of a sudden you hear tsh, shower comes on. How was I wrong when it only took me one time? And I solved that problem, and it was never one time even in question in our house again. I don't know.